Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ark Solo Ascension. I'm Half Eaten Pizza and today we are going on a taming adventure. Now I didn't get my rifle finished that I was looking to get yet because I just haven't found a blueprint and I am sort of struggling on the on narcotics. So my goal in this episode is to get myself a creature that will help me with narcotics. That's a little bit tankier because right now I'm just taking my beaver out and using that to attack, which it does get me some, but its weight is not the highest. We are working on it, but it is a work in progress on the creature. And I also want to look at getting myself a few other creatures. If we can find a snowy owl, that would be amazing. That will help us with our gotchas. Yeah, there are a few creatures that I would be very happy to get right now. And they are mostly located over in the snow biome. So that's where we are flying today. So in my inventory, you can see I have my Basilisk in a cryopod, and I do have the beaver. My goal is to get myself, or to use the Basilisk, because its attack gives torpor, to knock out, I wonder what color that is. Anyway, use the Basilisk to knock out the tames because it has a pretty high amount of torpor, but it does do a lot of damage, so it does need to be a high level creature with a decent amount of health. I'm going to take a look at that, although I do believe it's a red or a purple, which I'm not ready for at this point. It's a red, so I'm not going to worry about it. Realistically, I need to get myself my Rex army bred back up and stuff, but for that I'll need saddles, and saddles I need fiber and hide, and there's a lot of things I need right now. I'm just trying to get my base and all the basic things set up. It is taking a while, but I want to do it right, and I want to make sure that I have it done so that it doesn't have to get redone. This is a long way around. Obviously we kind of left the city and we're gonna fly back over it now. I wonder what's down here. But the city's just so huge, and I wanted to take a look to see if there was any decent orbital drops. I do find that the blue orbital drops are almost pointless to do. I say that because the loot you get is not, it's not bad. Okay, I'm not saying it's terrible loot, but it's not as good as the yellow. And the amount of time it takes, because the creatures are so small, that they just don't come running right away, which means that we end up having to wait such long periods of time between when we do it and when and by the time the creatures actually show up, that it just doesn't make it really worth it most of the time. So this is one of the regions that gigas can spawn, basically all the areas surrounding the snow biome, and we do need to find ourselves a strong giga. That is one of the missions. Okay, let's see. But the first creature on our list is going to be the mammoth. Oh, what is this doing? Can I kill it? No. Nope, not quite. Okay. So I want to find myself a mammoth, preferably over 130. Those are two low-level ones. Cool. So we're just gonna fly around and look for mammoths. We will need Daedons eventually as well. There are a lot of creatures that we need, but what? Oh, can't see you. Let's get back in this biome. Boom, 0. 130, you know what? There we go. Found ourselves our mammoth. Now, I don't know if this will work. This was just an idea in my head that I had because a mammoth would really help me with the issue of not having... Ooh, that's a snowy owl too. What level are you? 40. Okay. I don't think I need to spend the time for a 40. If that was a 140, I would try. But what we're gonna do here is we're gonna come here. We're gonna whistle passive to make sure our wyvern doesn't attack. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bite its butt once, and then we're gonna wait 10-ish seconds for the torpor to get fully stacked, and then bite it again, and then we're gonna wait another 10 seconds, And we're going to bite it again. And we're just going to do this. Hopefully it gets knocked out before it dies. As you can tell, it's getting very low in health. We may not be able to do this. Let's see. One more bite. If it, yeah. See, it is torpor running now, which means it hopefully will get knocked out here. Please get knocked out. Please get knocked out. Because I don't think it'll survive one more bite from my Basilisk. But it doesn't seem like it is going to be knocked out. So one more bite. There we go. It is out. Hey, we did it. And we didn't even need any narcotics or tranquilizers. Granted, its health is very low. I did bring 100 berries or 200 berries with us. We're going to throw those on there quick. And we're going to hop back on to our... Alright guys, we're back. We have our Mammoth tamed up. Let's take a quick check of the stats. 4,000 health. 321 melee. 800 weight. We're doing pretty good. So, I'm going to throw this into a cryopod. Oh, did I bring enough cryopods? I did, okay, good. I was going to say, if I forgot to bring enough cryopods, it's going to be bad. I mean, it wouldn't be that bad. I could just bury my Basilisk and then come back and get it. Because once it's burrowed, no one could really target it. And, while we're gone, I want to, or when we get back to the base, I want to show you guys the work we've done on the place. We're almost done the construction of the main structure. Let's see, I know there's some things in here that I would want. That, and I can leave the rest of that there, I don't need it. So, let's fly back to the base real quick. We'll talk about the next plan. Because there are a few things that we need to do, right? So, I think the fastest way is if I go over this way. So, first things first, I did a lap around to look for... What's that doing there? To look for any gigas. I only saw a level 10 and 40, or 45. Again, 2 levels that I don't care about, so I'm going to leave. I'm not really set up to take on a giga right yet. I do need to get the ammo ready and some traps. But the plan is to get a giga. That's what we're working towards now, because I need to get myself a breeding pair to start getting them ready so I can use the gigas for my armies, right? That's the plan. But there's a lot of steps between there and now. One of them is I need to get myself, or I would like to get myself a high-level RG. And what the high-level RG will allow me to do is to go on metal runs more efficiently. Because right now I'm using a Wyvern or the Basilisk. And the Basilisk is good, don't get me wrong. It's got a lot of weight capacity. But because it's not a flyer, it means I'm risking traveling on the ground. And during the last expedition for metal, I ended up getting... Oh, that's a Quetzal. I could use a Quetzal. Can I have you? It's a level 40. That's not a high enough level to risk, or to put in the amount of effort it needs. Anyway, let's continue to the base. We'll talk about that later. But a high level RG would allow me to pump its weight to very high levels, and it gets a weight reduction on a lot of items. And one of those items is metal. And that's what I would mainly use it for, because right now our choke point has switched from basic construction material to metal. And I'll show you why. Our base is coming along pretty good. As you can tell, our walls are up. For the most part, I just need to put all the ceilings on it. Look at that, double layered. It's been a long time in the making. And all I'm going to do is, once the walls are done, I'm going to put little castle towers on all the corners. Make myself a nice little archway here, and then gate off the bottom once we get to that point. But for now, let's see what we can do here. I want to take the mammoth out, and I want to give it a little test, right? New creature. I want to give it. That's what this whole episode was about, was getting ourselves a good mammoth, and this is a pretty good mammoth. So we do need to make a saddle for it, and I don't know if I have what we need, but we should. So let's look up mammoth. Mammoth. Perfect. I don't have any blueprints for it yet. We will throw a good saddle on it when we can. But for now, I honestly need 2 metal ingots. Okay, I do think I have a little bit of scrap metal I can throw in. Let's take a look. I did see some laying around in one of these that hadn't been smelted yet. A very small amount, 13, that'll be enough to get. I almost didn't have enough metal to do the video. Oh, that hasn't happened before. We are desperate for metal. So that'll probably be probably part of the next episode. We'll be going and getting myself a good RG and to start get a good metal operation going. Because we have a good Anki. Like, look at the damage numbers on this. 1000%. Like, we can collect metal, but we just don't have a whole lot of the metal around us. There we go, 13, turn that off. Ooh, I forgot scrap metal goes 1 for 1. That makes going around killing creatures a lot more enticing. We maybe don't have a metal shortage after all. Anyway, let's get the saddle crafted. Boom, it's ready. And, might as well throw this stuff in here for now. I don't need it on me. I'll reorganize that at a later date when we're off camera here. But what I want to do is I want to go and get us some berries started. So, let's see. Oh, yes. Big old mammoth. Beautiful, elegant creature. And the first ones I'll get will be from this little patch here. Hopefully these give berries. Yeah. Boom. Alright. And what we're going to do is we're just going to drop everything but the narco berries. Cool. Damage. And I'm just going to do a mix of damage and maybe weight. We'll see. It is a bit slow, but its stamina is pretty good because of its high level, and we'll be able to get it leveled up. Oh yeah, look at this. This is going to be so cool once this is fully ready. I do need to work on it, obviously, but I'm just trying to do that as a little filler between episodes, as I'm waiting for, sometimes I'm waiting for resources to craft, or if I'm going to do drops, I'll go and I'll do all the drops that are around in an area, and then I'll, as I'm waiting for more of them to come down, I'll go and I'll start doing some base building. Alright guys, we are heading back up. We pretty much filled this guy's inventory up with a load of narco berries. So we are going to head up our ramp. Oh, look at these walls. They're almost done. It feels so good to get close to this point. Does need a bit of work, but we're getting pretty close. And what I'm going to do is use my transfer tool, because I did get some of those, and I want to be able to give the guy some berries back. So the mammoth into here, boom, and then what I'm going to do here is drugs, 1,000. Oh, I do need to put some more gasoline into there. Boom. Boom, turn on, consume, 1,000, boom. And that's gonna, ooh, look at all the gunpowder we've been making. I haven't been crafting a lot of it, just, so much so that I'm encumbered. This is a good feeling to have, because I need to make more bullets. That's probably where a lot of my metal is gone too. Good to note. Good to note. Let's go over to here. Nope. No. Down to this one. Yeah, this is where the stuff goes. Let's see. Do I have any more building materials down in there? No. What about up in here? Any more structures? I could probably make a bunch more things. Let's do structures, stone. Give you guys a little bonus episode here. Oh, I can only make 5. Not much of a bonus. I do need to go and get some more metal or a lot of resources. So I'll do another big old resource grind between now and the next episode. We'll probably end up doing a bit more taming. It seems realistic. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited. That was the... ooh, oh yeah. Take this. Oh, I have metal. Okay, so I do have some metal. Cool. Little disorganized, we are getting there. Once I get my base built the way I want it, we will be much better off. But, as you can tell, I'm really happy with my mammoth. It's going to serve us well going forward. And it's a good level, you know? Like, these are really good stats for my little mammoth. So, from all of us to you, thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a pleasure to have you along for this segment of the episode, and I will see you guys on the next one.